do that till you're about half and then come back to me, because if things go wrong, I need to be able to get to people quickly, or I can't keep everyone alive.
I don't have the weight allowance to fly somebody around.
Never mind. Merrick.
I can carry one. We tried this with Bowser in the past. It worked.
In the water.
Yeah,
We were trying to rescue that.
Burns too many Destiny
Yeah,
points. There was the temple and that whole thing, and now Merrick's traumatized. I'm sorry, Doc. You may have to walk everywhere. Hello, everyone. Welcome to another exciting episode of Star Wars Dawn of Defiance campaign. We are playing the Saga edition. We are in Book 5 and Season 5 in our podcast, We Shot First. All things that I did not mention last episode. Any kind of intro. Getting too used to us being a video as well. You look over, it's like, oh, look, it's all right there in writing.
Actually. Oh,
Yeah,
crap.
I mean, if you have
the
a
wrong window.
box standard utility belt,
Hold on.
The encounter is designed
Out of the friggin' game. I'll be right back.
to take you by surprise. Even though, because I noticed a couple things. First of all, they talk about how this tiny wall, even though several of us are very tall machines and far back from it, it says, and they all get cover. And second, they have this sort of smoke barrier that everyone emerges from very dramatically, and then you got to come through the smoke, and it's like, too late, you're on top of the scene, round one, what do you do? So going with what I believe the writer intended, and fully believing in your guys' capabilities to bounce back, because it's not like you're under fire. Round one begins with Merrick, and Dr. Leth is on deck. So with time ticking was like, you guys just take this in, free perception, that's what you see. Merrick, what's his reaction to this?
running jetpack as fastly up to the rooftop
Okay.
to the north.
Okay.
Do a quick movement in that direction.
Okay, so if we spam the old Q for you, sort of a... Something like this?
Yeah. Wow, that looks like the Artemis space trajectory. Yes.
Yeah.
That's exactly what I do.
And 2 for height. Something
Yes.
like that. Okay, sorry, you want to be on the edge so you can look down though, right? Or do you want to just go up there for cover so they can't see
I'll
you?
throw for cover because they can't react immediately. It's just a burn
Okay.
to get it down.
Yeah, and move to cover, classic, right?
Yeah.
Okay. Can you get there in one move?
No, that's quite the jump. That'll probably be the entirety of my turn.
Okay. Which brings us to Dr. Leth. Now, off the air, you were asking a bunch of questions about being carried. This is the episode bled into TLXS, your new bodyguard, talking about his weight allowance, and and Merrick abandons you. Can't do it. Gone. What do you want to do, Doctor? What do you want to do, Dr. Leth?
Well, either way, the plan and the sensible option to do is to get out of the street. So I'm going to follow him on the land and...
Okay, now the street does have cover. There are vehicles that you can use as cover. There are crates. Yeah.
Well, that's fine. But I also have a corner behind a building. So to
True.
the north, I hide in this little lip,
Yep. So
getting ready to look up the wall and eventually
having the
climb
players
the wall.
all on the right side or east side of the map lined up on the street itself, its width juts shorter and wider as we go down the street because of the angular buildings that all stick out. I wouldn't say it gives them alleys, but it certainly gives you eddies, I guess you could say. And
Alcoves.
Dr. Leth has taken full station in one. Okay. You got any moves left, sir? To pretty much take you to get up there.
That was 7 to get to where I am, so that's fine.
Okay. Did you want to post on the corner? Or...
Not yet. I want to make
okay.
sure there's no chance of me being seen.
Okay. You are actually near a door. If you look carefully at the map, the edges of the walls have doors. And you are actually in front of one.
Can I potentially listen up into the door to see if there's like...
Sure. Give me a perception check. People cowering or fled. And while he's doing that...
that is a 17.
Okay. Does not sound like anyone's inside. Or if they are, they've, like, taken shelter. You know what I mean?
Hmm.
Like someone's trying to be really quiet because the Imperials are here, that kind of thing.
Sensible. Okay.
Did you want to open the door? Swift action? Which I think you can do.
Yeah, sure.
There's a door here, and then there's a second door to the building in and out here. There's a door behind you into a separate building. Okay.
I'll open the door in front of me and...
Okay. Peer inside.
Yep.
Okay. Don't see anyone. Which brings us to Skeel. Rahul, get ready, you're on deck. Skeel, what do you do?
Yeah, so... kind of seeing that 2 are going north, and kind of everyone else is kind of to the north of me. I'm going to post up behind this speeder to my south, or to the south, my left.
Okay.
So I'll move there, and I will reach down on my hip and actually pull out my holdout blaster.
All right. In front of the party, just below them a little bit, not too far away on an angle, cocked on the edge of a building, is your classic land speeder. And this is the actual mini, not that I just added in Roll20, but they had on the map. So it is the Luke Skywalker, Obi-Wan, skirting across Tatooine, orange, tri-engined, 2-ish to 4-seater.
To get some power converters.
Exactly. Well, whoever took this one never made it, sadly.
Didn't make that trip to Bocce Station.
There it is. Which brings us to... Well, I'm having some technical map difficulties here. This map does not want to cooperate. I'm trying to get as close as I can to show as much as I can, but no. And is that you, Skeel?
Yes, that is me.
Rahul.
I will follow Leth.
Okay.
Do a double move. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. That's 1, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
He's possessed Leth. You took control of Leth on your way in the
did I
build.
steal you out from under him? Oops.
That's awesome.
I suddenly find myself moving into the
Places.
What sort of force power is this?
So it feels like
probably
to fail a charisma check.
It just occurs to me, if I give everyone access to everyone's sheets so you guys can help each other with talents, you also have access to each of the guy's mini. So it's just like, yoink.
True.
Hmm.
Yeah, so I'm gonna tour in and let's double move. So as a swift, can I take a look around?
Sure. Yeah.
So I will proceed.
Perception is free, but yeah.
Look for a way upstairs.
Okay.
Specifically.
I'm losing you quite a bit tonight. Got to get you tighter on the mic.
Sorry
That's
about
fine.
that. It was actually pointed away from me. All right, yeah. So I will perceive the area around me.
No, it's a tall ceiling for tall people, like vaulted ceiling in here, but there's no upper level. There's like a loft. There's like a loft where you could climb inside, like a little balcony inside bedroom, but there's no roof access from said loft. It's just to make more space. Like those movies in New York, and they have the artist has the studio apartment, so it's so big and interior, and then there's a loft in a corner.
Yeah. Spacious inside, no second floor.
Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
from what you can see. But you also don't see any occupants, so maybe they fled or no one was home, not sure. But don't spot anybody hiding with a 14 at least. Okay. Brings us to...
Well, as a free action, I'll turn back and to Leth and say, can't get to the roof from here.
But you do see an exit. You do see an exit, which would bring you closer to the battle. Okay. The ATSTs, which were in position and, you know, getting smoke and everything, guess they were getting attacked with Molotovs or something that, you know, fires or whatever that was making smoke and trying to be, and they've repelled the civilian attack, are now on the, you know, defensive and looking for more people. And with a 23, we basically see you guys come down the end of the street. They spot you and they see you guys all scatter. Now we have been attacked already, and just seeing a whole bunch of dudes on the street, in the heightened sense, I don't think they start calling out or asking or whatever. They just see you guys all moving tactically. Anyway, no one turns and runs. There's been no deception turning and running. You guys are just kind of like scattered. So we are going to move up.
They see a bunch of afterburners.
They still
Rockets.
enjoy the cover behind the wall, but they spread out. They fan out in the street in a triangular position. And while we kind of saw Merrick, you know, take to the air with a pack, that doesn't look good. We start looking
For the enemy.
yeah. So one is guarding in the back, the one at the bottom left starts shooting down the street at targets, and the one at the top right starts shooting at the rooftop. How is this true? Well, we don't only have laser cannons, we have mortars. These guys have mortar launchers, which means we can drop mortars on roofs, we can drop mortars on cars, we can drop mortars on people. Not fun. So these guys open up with mortars. One on the roof. We take a guess of where you went. So let's talk about invisibility in this game. This is something, you know what I mean? Like, he disappeared onto the roof. And if we take his trajectory, we don't know if he's like flown extra once he got out of sight, or if he's, you know, if he's run around. So it really, it's not a total blind guess.
So
You know what
he
I'm
would
saying?
have some level of concealment. So if you have line of effect to a target but not line of sight, for instance, if they're in total darkness, you're blinded, they're considered to have total concealment. -5 to the attack roll. And you can't make attack of opportunities against them. So
Okay.
I know that if they don't have line of sight, then they're
We have
just
line
kind
of
of
effect.
on it.
Yeah, it's no -5. Okay. So with these guys shooting at a certain bonus, I'm just going to take the 5 off of their bonus, which makes my shots really crappy. But yeah, we're going to say 2 go for the aerial, because that's a big roof, and these mortars are 2x2 square. So they're going to try to, one guy's going to shoot, and the other guy's going to try to like parallel the shot, and just, they're going to try and cover an area of the roof. And those -5s will be, so 2 coming for Merrick, 18. And
I rolled 4.
yeah, I wonder why it says actual. I'm
'Cause you
looking
got
at
a
it,
3 and an
18 on
18.
dice.
A 3
got a-
and an 18.
I got an 18, a 20, and a 13.
And a 3. You're missing that 3. Because you rolled a 1. The very first one.
Ignorance is bliss, Doug.
Hey, I'm trying to save you from getting hit.
I know. Thank you.
Oh, I rolled twice and I got 4 because it's doubling
Correct.
down again. Okay, because I'm trying to find
Double clicking.
trying to find my perception with a 20. So it's like, all right, right. So first one, you know, who knows? 1, nada. Second one, 18. Does that get anywhere near your reflex, Merrick?
No, sir.
Okay, so they start peppering the roof. Holding my rolls,
Half
coming down.
damage? Half damage because it's an area attack? Because it hit ref F10? Not to do Brian damage, but just
No.
If that is the
That's-
effect of the thing,
If
if
it is
they're
in fact
aiming,
an area attack.
It is a burst. It is a burst.
So, sorry, really quick question before we move further.
he's got
This
cover.
might actually be important. Do these weapons, are they arc based weapons, like they fire in a large arc?
The mortar.
Okay. So under the description from Galaxy at War, arc weapons are weapons that are hurled into the air at a target rather than flying straight at a target. These weapons cannot fire at targets at point blank range. So I'm not sure what the point blank range is on these things.
Well, mortars would be useless on this map that's too small. So they've got to be able to use mortars on this map. You know what I'm saying? Like,
No, and that's fair. I don't know. I'm going off of rules, but book always overrides core rules.
So mortar launcher, actually point blank starts at 60 squares.
So it might be a different type of weapon than I really don't.
it
actually.
literally says mortar launcher.
Yeah.
Unless
I mean,
it's-
that might be a way that they're balancing it then. The idea that like they could use them as when we're at the very, very far end of the court, but other than that, it's just now we have to deal with 3 ATRDs.
Yeah, but one's talking
Like,
about rules
in a
for
war,
an arc
that's one
weapon,
thing,
and
but-
one's talking about rules for a mortar weapon, right? And then you guys combine them to suddenly make this weapon ineffective. It's a mortar
No,
weapon.
it says that both. It says both of those things in that link that I dropped because it says a mortar launcher lobs shells in a high arc, and the arc
Okay.
is hypertext linked.
Well, then my guess is they wanted RTSTs for the flavor, and they can only utilize area cannons on you, and the mortars are kind of a redundant system, even though it is like you guys went up against a Star Destroyer. It was there. It gave me full stats. But there was also rules about getting around it, and like, did I use all of its weapons and tractor beams on you? No. You know what I mean? So, no, I believe they probably cannot use the mortars. If I can't shoot anything less than 60, then the mortars are ineffectual in this fight, and they will just have to rely on their laser cannons. You know what I mean? This isn't the
Or
first time
grenades.
that they're giving me like the real deal.
Yeah.
I mean,
of
if
the-
they were to turn tail and run and we were to chase, they could get the range and start lobbing mortars to stop us.
And they can still shoot grenades at us.
They don't have
Or
grenades.
if we were, operating vehicles.
We got a laser cannon and we got a mortar launcher. And they even give like the mortar launcher, they actually give like their payload, like how much ammo I have. These things carry. Like this is all stuff Leth could have told you. Like I'm not just trying to break
Sorry,
the game.
that was my misunderstanding. It's they're treated as grenades, but they are from the mortar launcher.
Oh, which means I can hit you with them because if they're treated as a grenade,
No, for
No, the
footprint.
damage wise.
For the footprint too. The 2x2 look like my grenades when they do their damage.
all right. All right.
Although that's cool. You're considered in the air when you fire, so technically it's not covered. It's just too close.
Again, erring on the side of caution, like a 3d6 2-square burst. Like I said, it's just kind of like throwing 12 grenades down the street at you. If you guys are just too tight for the range, and they just hit you with our auto fire capabilities or just our laser cannons at 40-10, who am I to argue? Like they didn't hamstring the bigger weapon system, right? I was just kind of like, oh, it's a mortar. I could actually get a guy on a roof. Maybe that's why, aha, we have roof cover, and then but they have mortars, right, type of thing, right?
But I'm like a well-planned shooter game, and the enemy on the rooftop is just inside that range of your coolest weapon to use.
The module may have had every intention of using both weapon systems, but I like learning, and we've been raw with the game so far. So if they can't fire within 60, then it's like, look, we're fighting real but they're on the street, and they've kind of buggered themselves. The Empire would use these things at this time. It's only 6 months after Order 66 or whatever. Anyway, So, couple of take backsies. So instead of opening up with mortars, okay, they do have another tactic. So the two guys that were shooting at the roof start shooting at the wall. And as long as we can, and they talk about how much damage a section of wall can take, and if it takes 20 points of damage, a large section, like a very large falling object, will fall into the street and possibly fall on people, right? Only my intent is basically to collapse this building and bring the roof down so that you don't have somewhere to hide until it's like, you know, flush them out kind of thing. So I got two guys peppering the building, and I've got one guy with his lasers, not with a mortar, peppering the guy that I saw go for cover. Anyway, again, holding my rolls. I got two guys shooting at the building with a 1 and an 18. Third roll being a natural, not a natural 20, but being a result of 20. You've got cover. We're not aiming. So you get 5 for the cover. Skill.
Okay.
Can I please shoot you before you bring up the next rule set? Really tired.
Yes, you can.
see,
All right.
see it on his face. It's like,
No, I'm reading other things. Okay, so you're looking to hit Ref Def 27 with the cover bonus.
Okay. Oh, can you aim with vehicle weapons? I guess you can, can't you? Yeah, we'll take 2 swifts to aim. Suddenly I was thinking you can't even aim a vehicle weapon, but if you can, yeah, we're just...
No, you can.
They moved.
Yeah, I know that, but you can still aim vehicle weapons.
If it's auto firing, I don't know.
I have the option of auto fire. He's not gonna auto fire.
Gotcha. Okay, then yeah,
Anyway.
you should be able to aim, no problem.
Okay. Now this guy, as Doug was quick to point out, he's the one guy that moved, so I can't do it this round. But it's gonna be a long fucking season. You guys are taking everything I say too literally. He moved, but yeah, I can aim next round. Anyway, shoot and a miss, and I will hold the 13 for one of their shots later, and that's us. Bringing us to TLXS, who unfortunately, the round just engulfs you, dude. You've not had your prep time.
Understand. So...
Like, you want a round, and you want, like, okay, I need a round, and you're going to dump hit points, and everybody just fucking scatters on you.
Can I assume that I had any of my weapons drawn as we were moving through the streets chasing the cloud of smoke from the explosion, as that would have been a natural reaction? It's fine if you say no, I'll use my action economy to draw weapons now. But...
Yeah, please.
Okay, that's fine. I will use a move action to...
Well, let's put it this way. We spent a whole episode on how we're, remember, bagging and tagging his gun to make it look like a sleeping bag and all that shit every time we're in town?
Do you think I'm doing that right now and I'm chasing down smoke? But I'm fine. I'll use move action to draw a weapon.
You guys weren't here to attack. You guys were here to recon positions, and you guys were going to
go
go
back to the ship and geared ourselves to attack. I'm pretty sure we wouldn't have gone to the effort to disguise our weapons if we were coming straight to attack. But that said, it's still not drawn.
Yeah, it's cool.
Spectre was leading you guys to a checkpoint, and then all of a sudden, boom. Yeah, it's fine.
I cannot do this.
I will give you the. We didn't disguise our weapons this time, but yeah, I'm not going to go with drawn.
It's all good. I will use a move action to draw my rifle, and then I will use my standard action to move, and I'm going to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. I'm going to move up and to the south, so I will be even with the roof of the building to the south of the map over near Skeel. Did you move me back?
Something like that?
Yeah.
Or do you fly?
I fly. I'm flying because I'm going to fly up diagonally to a height to where my head is not over the roof, but in that corner there.
And then you're
there for cover.
And then you're going to hover there? Okay.
Yeah. And that leaves me a swift. And I'm not gonna use my swift. I'm done.
Okay. Round 1 ends. Round 2 begins. Merrick, what do you do? Leth, get ready, you're on deck.
I beg a.
Sorry. Yeah, go ahead. I gotta resolve damage on the. They're shooting the walls, and I've got.
Yeah.
I gotta see if.
Subtle.
Yeah, you keep going.
They're pounding the hell out of that corner, and it's okay. So funny thing, I got this thing called Prime Target. It's really cool.
Mm-hmm. I may have heard of it. In passing.
So
in passing.
Likewise, funny story. You need to declare this thing at the beginning. Every time.
You have the worst ability.
You
for-
didn't.
I have
You-
the most reactive character in the goddamn world. Okay.
I would have given it to you, but I put you on the edge so you could look down and see them, and you went, nope. I'm back off the edge, so they can't see me. So I'm actually not going to let you
you
do
would
that.
have had to
Sorry.
declare that before
Swift.
he even took his action.
It's a free action.
Okay.
The Prime Target. But
It's got to be at the beginning of the encounter. You can't just start it up.
That's correct.
Oh.
I have the
Sorry.
action economy to fulfill it. I just never called it.
Oh, okay. You still had a swift. So if you had
Free.
It's
It's
a
a free action.
if you had as a free action call the
I
prime
just
target.
really, I don't like you.
Do you have a what happens if you break line of sight? Does it disrupt it?
No. Once it's declared, it sticks with that target until they die. And then I
Alright.
can move it.
All right.
But it's kind of one of those things.
All right. Yeah, I'll let you have it.
All right.
We're about to turn the round, which you started.
Closest one to me, anyways. It's
Yeah. The guy that's holding all your mortars.
no, that's not my. That's not
Don't destroy me. It's not my jam. You know what you could do with a mortar?
Oh,
As a-
you
like
know
a
what I can do
basic
with a mortar.
explosive.
I am doing everything in my existence to not
And
capitalize on that.
That's
and
how we.
why.
That's how we bring down that pesky wall at the end of the battle. Thank you for leaving all these mortars lying around, guys. We brought down the wall at the end of the battle. Yeah, that's fine. This one here.
Yeah. It makes the most sense,
Now,
right?
for those tuning in, okay, I know it's been 10 days. For the rest of you going, what the fuck is he doing? Like, we did 2 night tonight, and there was such a break that I had to give these guys because family emergency hopped up or whatever. I kind of feel bad because I broke the player's focus between episodes. So as miffed as I am that I have useless mortars on board 3 vehicles, I'm going to give it to you, Messina.
Thank you.
You're welcome. I'm assuming it's this guy?
Yes, you're
Okay,
correct.
he gets the green dot because Messina, with his green dot, doesn't like him
More than the rest. For now.
for now.
So,
Okay.
now, beginning of my first turn on the roof. 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. I would like to okay, they're like shelling the heck out of the corner of the building here, Jeff.
The side of it.
Yeah, you mean like the actual like
Like, along here, a door, and they're trying to drop the front of the building by taking
okay.
out the wall.
okay.
You would guess. Why are they shooting the building? I went on top of it. Maybe they're trying to bring it down. Give me a tacticals roll, and I'll tell you exactly what they're trying to do.
All right.
I mean, what's the point of dropping a building under somebody that can fly?
Yeah. Knowledge tactics. 12. And make building fall down.
They're up to something.
Evil shenanigans.
Something is definitely going on here in this tactical situation.
Yeah. There's tactics afoot.
Exactly.
That much I can tell.
Well, what are you gonna do about it?
I'm gonna move. And I'm not gonna go move towards where they're going to pelting the hell out of the side of the building. So I'll make a double move. Where's my movement? Where's that posted? So I got 6 movement. I take a double move, excuse me, 12, going hut, across the top of the roofs.
Okay. If you spam the Q button while you're moving your mini, it'll kind of show us a path.
Alright, I will spam Q. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 1.
Think of like rat-tat-tatting the button as you swiftly slide over a square. You don't have to go slow with it.
I know, I
Okay.
did it.
Okay,
I did
so
the thing, but it didn't move me.
didn't
Right.
release you?
No. But so I'm assuming these are like roof units we have.
Something like this.
Yeah.
Yes.
But that's a double move, so that's pretty much all my action economy I can kind of throw outside of a swift.
Okay.
Can I prepare an aim? No, wait, brace. No, bracing is in the same term.
Bracing and aim is.
Sorry, bracing. Sorry, just brace.
I know what it is. I'm just wondering how many it costs to do.
2 swifts in the
Okay.
same round. Sorry, no, it has to be
Yeah.
not consecutive.
Same thing. Same with aiming too. It's got to be in the same round.
Okay.
Um,
So yeah, I run there and
switch off your auto fire and make it a challenge for once. What do you want to do?
I don't have a switch off for it. There is no switch for
Just the
auto
whole-
fire.
It's
I'm-
going. It's going.
There is actually
He
web
had to
modification
take feats so
you
he could use it to single target,
I know.
Yeah.
but it's still auto fire. But
I just messing with him. All right.
I can burst fire this. We'll
Are
make
you-
that. You know what? Yeah. We'll burst fire this son of a bitch, but don't worry, it's still not auto fire.
Okay.
All times, always auto fire.
You done?
Yeah.
All right. Moving on to Dr. Leth. Skeel, get ready. You're on deck.
Can I do a quick calculation to figure out how long it would take them to fire at this building before it comes down either on top of me or underneath me if I was to get on top of it?
Sure. Physical science. The laws of mortar and stone.
21?
Your problem is how old the structure is. Yeah, I mean, like the wall in front of you may not be as sturdy in some places as all the way along the wall. However, as long as you keep moving, you should be able to get through and out the other side of the building. The problem is that door that on the other side leads right into the line of fire.
Yeah. No, I was, my debate was I was considering whether I wanted to climb up on top of the roof and then start taking them, like, from above, or whether or not I should just kind of use this as a shield and then eventually move to different places as well on the ground. I was wondering how long it would take them to just take down this whole building.
Okay.
Because that seems to be what they look like they're doing.
I'm not going to be a dick and make this a skill challenge, but I am going to say that's a standard action since you're going to do a complex complication that is risk versus reward.
Yep. And
Okay.
I'd be telling everyone else about that as well.
Okay. As old as the buildings are, and since you were actually the knowledge tech guy about the 4d10 laser cannons they're firing at them, because it's a pool of dice, they should hold. Your biggest concern are chunks of wall coming down on the street flattening us is more dangerous than an entire wall coming down, which would take a lot of pounding. So you should be good. However, they're making a skeet path tight to the wall, very dangerous.
All right. It looks like they're trying to knock parts of the wall down into the street, which would definitely be quite dangerous to go through the middle. However, it does look like the buildings would hold under their fire. And then I guess I'll begin trying to look for a way to get up on top of it.
And on their turn, one of the two ATRTs, that's going to be hard to remember on my tongue, actually does manage to drop a large section of wall into the street, flattening the back half of this vehicle. Now, I'm not saying it's rendering its cover useless, but good thing Skeel wasn't posted there.
2 squares out, or would it be larger?
It's a 2x2.
Okay.
They're dropping 2x2 sections of wall.
So something like that.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Did you want to save the purple squares for the walls that you move with your mind, or can I have my own squares?
No. I mean, if you want to make the squares go for it, I figured I'd have a visual representation of which ones have already fallen.
I just thought it was funny from the one guy that usually drops shit on people, so I was just messing with you. Dr. Leth, calculations are done, but you still have movement if you wish.
Well, looking at the walls and how steep they are, I'm not actually certain I would be able to get up on top of the roof without any help of any sort. So I'm going to move to the corner.
Do you guys have the grapple thing? The grapple? I know you guys are like, everybody's got synth rope. Does anybody have like the little Luke Skywalker flip grapple or like grapple guns?
Liquid cable dispenser with a grappling hook.
Yeah, I know.
I do.
Did you get everybody one for Christmas or Life Day?
I don't know. Does everyone have a utility belt that we looted from Felucia? Because I know we all grabbed utility belts back then. I don't know if anyone still has them.
I just check your gear. It might be on you. You might actually have some Batman-ish, device to aid you. It's probably why Skeel is pantomiming. He's like panty-miming you, like do it.
He can pantomime all he wants. I don't generally have the strength to carry anything beyond essentials.
It's really weird. I mean, you just spoke to him warning about the wall on comms. Why doesn't talk to you is beyond me. Waving his arms about.
You want me to put you on the roof?
Oh, yes, please.
Yes, please.
All right, will do.
Yeet the doctor. So, Leth's gonna wait. You're just gonna...
I will wait in my corner then.
Yeah, okay. Skeel. They talk about you flinging things and people taking damage and stuff, but can you actually like move something that big gently?
Moving him, he's a medium creature. I have to beat DC 15 on my use the force check. That's
yeah, but then
easy.
They talk about you slamming.
I know that's what I'm looking for.
I believe the move object thing is like you can choose to deal damage.
Let's talk about what Rahul wants to do while you're looking that up.
Okay, I am going to move up to the door. I'm on the red ruler. There you go. I'm gonna move up.
Sorry, Matt. Can you get a little closer? You're really off.
I'm gonna move up and post onto the door.
Okay.
And open it. And if I look out, can I see the pilot of the southmost walker thingy? I can.
Yeah, he's got cover, but he's up on his little stilt machine.
But I can see him. Yes, that's nice.
Kick him in the shins.
So we are. Oh yeah, I am close
Did-
enough.
We've
Sweet,
run
within
into this
12
before.
squares with line of sight.
Do you remember the Zamboni about like picking guys off of machines and stuff? Or are you about to use a force power? If you're gonna use force power, it's redundant, but
I am
Remember-
using force power,
oh, okay.
tapping
on.
into my new plagiarized force abilities, because
Okay.
for all we're talking about.
All right, so before you take the actual move, because we're talking about what you want to do.
Oh,
Still
okay,
waiting on
sorry,
skill,
sorry.
right? No, that's fine. That's fine. I want
Force
to hear it
grip.
though.
It gets awkward. Oh,
What do you want to do though? Let's hear your turn. I'll just execute it after those two are done flinging each other around on seesaw.
I'm gonna move object the pilot, and I'm gonna try and throw him over the wall towards my allies.
I'll just yank him off the.
Just yeet him.
Oh, cool. Legend of the
so-
Pinstripe Jedi begins.
So it doesn't actually call out one way or the other in the first block of text, but there is you can hurl the target at or drop it on another target in range. If you use a force check, exceeds the second target's reflex defense. Both targets take damage determined by your use of force check. So
I don't know if I'd have line of sight on this guy to throw it at him though. Like he's in range. I could maybe see the guy at the back, but he's out of range.
See this guy. Well, I'll tell you what. You know what they do rules as written. And you know, the more I listen to there's this podcast. It's called the Dark Times. They talk about how the actual rules as written for the core book is actually fully intended to make gray areas for the DM to make some rulings. So when in doubt, you want to soften the blow, spend me a force point. Because you're about to do something heroic to aid a friend who is willing, so he won't take any damage, but you want to be gentle.
Can I make one counter argument? I don't mind spending the force point if that's what's necessary. In Kenobi, we did see Obi-Wan Kenobi use the Force somehow to grab Leia and prevent her from falling and lifted her back up.
Wizard's Coast has nothing to do with Disney.
Fair enough.
Kenobi was made by Disney, not Wizards of the Coast or Lucas. Nice try.
Fair enough. I'll shrug and be like, oh, sorry, Doc. I'd end up hurting you real bad.
I mean, all right, if you want to argue that, Luke's trading on Dagobah, he's lifting R2.
I'm sorry, I can't hear you in the back.
R2's not Luke's trading on Dagobah, he was lifting R2, and you can't tell me R2's not a character.
Yeah, he's willing.
Right?
And he
I
was
believe it does specifically say that both targets take damage determined by your used force roll, but that's also following the you can hurl the target at or drop it on another target.
Otherwise, they just
And
talk
they
about
regularly lift. But yeah,
Otherwise,
but like, they don't
the
like damage
power-
the starship.
But the power also
Otherwise-
states about moving small objects, like get the keys, get the lightsaber, not get the guy, right? Now what Rawl's about to do? Yeet, slam, done.
Yeah, I think
I
it
just
does
meant like
you damage, which is
Right.
weird, but
So,
fair enough.
since the rules are not specific, and it gives great advantage to a player, no more advantage than adding anywhere from 1 to 6 on a lousy D20
It's
roll.
Star Wars Saga Edition. Every advantage is towards the player.
Exactly. So give me a force point for some fine tuning, and give me a use of force check. Oh, how about that? It's the roll. I will set a DC to put him gently on his feet. If you blow it, he might fall on his face. Just like lobbing a grenade. You only need 10, you only need what, you know what I mean? And if you fuck the roll, then you can spend a force point to nudge it to make it better. That's a little bit more adherent to the rules. Yeah, well, thank you.
Okay.
So, okay. Now I've got the...
ruling, GM.
Thank you. I'm so glad I have the... And he rolls a natural 1.
The best laid plans of Jedi.
This is why we shouldn't make plans, guys.
So, Leth, you lift, and there comes the top of the roof, but you get a little too close to the ends, and he starts, like, you know, smears your face right off.
Force
the
point
floor.
it. Force
Yeah.
point it. Force point it.
For what?
No, it's
Well, it's a skill check. It's a skill check. It's not an
Oh,
attack
it's not
roll.
it's not a natural 1. It's an 18.
No.
Okay.
Would you like to spend
Would you like to spend a force point so he doesn't clip the edge of the building? You take
Actually, no, because it's only 2d6 points of damage.
take your little sister's teddy bear and you try to hit the roof, but you hit the east trough and you just beat the little bugger. This is what's going to happen. Give me that first point.
No, he's taking the 2d6.
He's like, oops.
Out?
Oh, 6.
Oh. Oh, that can kill some people. Click. Oh.
You want me to lift you up there? Are you sure? Yep. Okay.
Sorry, Doc.
Cheese grater him the whole way up.
That's what I'm thank you. I was trying to think of a reference, you know. Look at that. Look at that old Mediterranean stone marble of, you know, spatula, the spatcha, you know what I'm talking about, like that sticky white, the coating over stone, what they call it, spackle.
Spackle, yeah.
It's all pointy and shit. And, oh god. Leth's gonna need some cybernetic surgery, but he's gonna look so cool when we're done with him. Leth, could you please take 6 points of damage? That's very, very dangerous out here.
I did, but ironically the token is messed up. It still says 71, but I did write 65 out of 71.
I got 65 on the token. You just
Yeah, I've got 65 on it as well.
Yeah, I see.
don't
It's
worry,
just
you're
slow.
wounded in our universe.
It's tracking.
See, this is what I get for letting him like lay purple shit on my map. I let people draw on my map, and it hurts other people. Anyway, getting back to the amazing Oberus, who flies over, peeks out, grabs the guy with the force, and
Hopefully, it doesn't hit that natural one.
And
It exists,
I
but
can't even see it past the turn. So that's a good roll.
oh, nice.
34.
Nice.
would you
Nice.
like to spend a force point up the damage?
What?
I think this is one of. I
Yes.
think this is. Correct me if
Yes,
I'm wrong.
I
is this-
do want to spend a force
Ooh.
point up
Yeah.
the damage.
Is it possible?
Yeah, actually,
It's an extra 2d6.
either way, it's 2d6. So yeah, you can spend a
No,
force to up it to 2d6.
2 more
Yeah.
die 6, right?
Two more die 6, yes, and I
That's
will
it.
spend
Good.
the force point to up the damage, and I
Okay.
am yeeting this guy back into the killing zone to give my dude someone to shoot at unimpeded.
So that is 10d6 points of force damage. Well, actually, regular damage. I don't think it's force damage.
Yeah.
Yeet! Actually, I
Bludgeoning. One would
probably
assume
could have picked up
bludgeoning.
the whole AT-AT and done that, but
Yes, you could have picked up a colossal size object.
Baby steps.
So-
Right now, you called out
We
the.
need something to
Oh,
find later.
and I will go with that. So
baby
that
baby
was
steps, man. That was good.
10d6. How do you? Is there? Oh, there it is.
9d6.
Advanced
What?
dice roller.
Oh, it's 2d6 and the force point makes it 46.
Oh no
is
no
it not?
no.
No,
Oh,
no.
no! Because I rolled
It-
over 30. It starts at 8d6.
It's
Oh,
based
oh,
off the
right.
DC. That's why I was okay with not spending the force point because I didn't hit 20, which is 4d6.
Okay.
10.
Is there like a distance you throw 'em?
Anywhere in the
6
range.
6 squares.
6 squares? Yeah.
Oh, okay.
6 squares anywhere in range, basically.
Okay. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. Well, you want 'em
For
out in the open, so-
39 points of damage.
Oh.
Okay.
And does it say anything about prone or anything like this, or it just gets yeeted?
Nope. Just
Okay.
use them.
Okay. Yeah. Face plants. Which brings us to us. The guys that were shooting at the wall. It's not gonna automatically have him see you because I mean, even the other guy, they're in the building, you know, kind of thing, and they might just light up the door. But I'm still gonna see if this guy can see you.
Yep.
Which door? 23. Yep. Oh, this is my second natural 20 for perception checks. These guys can see like no other stormtrooper. That's why they gave him big guns. Well, you guys might be able to shoot stuff. And we're like, yeah, we're Alpha Squad. We're oppressing the people. And then all of a sudden, yeet, yeet, yeet. No, I can't shoot anything without my ATRT. So going all the way back to that roll that I held, 13. And he's got cover in the doorway. Does that hit you, Rahul?
What is it? 13?
Yeah,
No, 13 does not hit Rahal.
I did not think so. And then we're gonna go to the other guy is actually just gonna open up auto fire and just pepper the doorway. One guy's like trying to snipe you with the -5 and he just shoot you, you know, kind of thing. The other guy just auto fire, laces the doorway. Ba, 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 ba. Because like you guys, I did not specify. So anyway, another 13.
So half damage.
Yeah.
Mm-mm.
Cover.
Oh, wait, cover. Yeah, -5.
No.
No,
cover.
cover negates it if it misses you with auto fire.
Oh, cool.
You take no damage.
Sweet.
The trade-off.
Doorway.
Pew, 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 pew. And the last ATRT stands silent for some strange reason. Very, very strange. Which brings us around to Doug, who still managed to distract me from Ryan by filling our chat with a block of text. Yes, Doug, you were saying. Thank you for not interrupting, but
So yeah, on my last round, if my shield was not on, I'll have used that swift to have turned on my shield. But this round,
that I'll give you, since you were so worried about prepping and the encounter was sprung on you. We backtrack Ryan a single swift for opening moves. Not that you guys really need the advantage at this point. It's going so well for our side.
did the stormtrooper on the ground get up during his turn?
He's not technically prone.
Right. Did he do anything on his turn?
Oh. Right. Sorry, I completely forgot about him because I just said the other one stand silent. Being that this is manned by a
So he
shock
is
trooper, a shock trooper like a CL2, he remains prone. So he's either faking it, he starts crawling back to his ride. But no, TLXS, your question being answered. He does not move at this time,
Okay.
nor did he move on his turn.
What does the green dot mean on the north?
Merrick doesn't
ATRD?
like him.
Oh, right. Thank you. Okay. Irrelevant to me. Well, sort of irrelevant then. I don't want to, he can pick another one. I will aim at the driver on that ATRT.
On
and
the
take
same
a
one?
shot at it. On that, the one that Merrick is prime target, the northernmost ATRT. I'm going
Okay.
to target the driver.
Okay, give him a brown dot just for you.
I'm going to aim to negate
Sorry, Ryan, you're no
cover.
longer special.
It's
Yeah.
fine. I have my
fine.
green dot.
So hopefully aim, I'll negate cover,
Yes.
and I get a 29
Mm-hmm.
for 26 points of damage.
Okay, but you want to shoot the driver.
Correct.
Now, this is something that's not generally covered. When you fight these things have their own reflex, and you're fighting the ATRT, and I'm assuming like it's an all-in-one. Otherwise, this encounter would go from a CL6 to a CL2, because everybody would be like, we shoot the driver easily by aiming. So I'm really kind of confused at this point about just picking drivers off. Like cheating with the force point, I could see that. I just pull them right out of his seat. Okay. You know, well,
Well-
maybe will we seat belted
So
in?
vehicles usually provide a certain amount of cover for the pilot, depending. It's either no cover, regular, improved, or total cover. With a +5, +10, or can't be targeted. So like an ATST, for example, they would
not be
provide total cover because you can't target them. I don't know what these provide for these guys.
There got to be at least simple cover, which is usually like it talks about the wall giving these guys cover, not the vehicle. But like I said, they don't give stats for the drivers, and
It
it
would
just
say it in
seems
the-
like a
in the
half-baked
vehicle.
way of like getting around the entire counter. Going, well, we just shoot all the drivers in the head, and we're done. So
Well,
the
the
other thing,
vehicle offers cover in the stat of the vehicles. Each vehicle would say what kind of cover is offered to the drivers in the stat of the vehicle.
crew 1, passenger none. Doesn't say anything about cover. Carried craft none. Consumables 1 day. Cargo. Range
Maybe
fighting
up in the
space.
core stat block area. There's usually a couple areas.
Well, let me read the wiki here. We'll talk
In
to Dr.
Battlefield,
Leth.
when
He
you went up
knows.
against those guys, if you could snipe the troopers' heads over, like it was like being on a motorcycle almost. So they don't have complete cover, at least not in the scale from Battlefield.
And I would think that their cover would be significantly better if you were firing from the ground versus firing from above.
And I'm at least equal height, being at the top of the building. But
Mhm.
I think it's under fighting space.
Cover bonus +2.
Yeah, it
That's
does
it.
actually say +2 cover bonus.
Yeah, but it's giving not the driver, like it's giving. Doesn't say to the pilot though.
Yeah, so that's what that specific cover call out is for. Is it's a cover bonus to the pilot.
Okay,
Um,
who would run off of the reflex defense of the actual vehicle.
I believe so.
So a reflex of 16 if you want to hit the driver, 18. Simple as that.
Okay.
Which they don't provide stats for. But they mention a shock trooper, and then you go back to CL2. See that? I'm not going to debate it, but that's ridiculous. It's like you put a baby in a tank, and it's like, oh, just shoot the baby. That wasn't very hard. Thanks for the free AT. Thanks for the free AT. And
They should get some AT.
And because I just declared that they're all babies, you all get dark side points.
It's very.
You gotta take your dark side point. You want the dark side point? Shit.
They should
I mean,
definitely upgrade to ATSTs and get total cover.
Right.
Should bring those in
Doug's just
town.
A
new
box.
legs.
Use boxes, people.
I mean, you could always state they can't be targeted. That is a GM override you are absolutely allowed to do.
Well, I really think it was a big oversight on
That's
the
just
Empire.
interesting.
In
The
design.
actual module gives them a reflex of 14, but the actual wiki gives them a reflex of 16, as if that's taking it in.
Do they call out a different cover in the module? Like a different cover bonus? If those stats are different, there might be other stats that are different. I don't know.
Well, let's back this up. These guys could be seat belted in. How do you get them out of the chair? Okay, you ripped them in half. The top half of them came flying out. Good for you, Rahal. You know, because the Force is kind of a cheat card, but you can't necessarily have the Force user like in every role using that one thing in the game, and then the other players can't do shit. I really like the fact that he's using height. I'm still going to give him his +2. However, I'm not going to give him the 5 that the wall would give him. Okay? So you don't have to aim to get past the wall's cover, but you do have to aim. Now you should be able to negate any cover bonus with aiming. So if you continue to aim, that drops him back down to, you know, what they had intended. Getting through the vehicle to get to the guy, though, I think is what they intended. However, on day 1, we said this shit is broken. And we want to see how broken it is. Okay? So, if you guys stop quoting what happens in the fucking movies, because that's beneath you, all right? We're playing an RPG.
Beneath you.
It is. In this movie, you totally saw him do that. That's nice. It's a fucking movie.
Thank you very much.
However, I want to attempt to do something like he does in a movie. I want to jump over the thing like a cheese grater. Maybe I'll miss my toes and they won't get stub left. Like using the movie's actions to inspire your own, and maybe you can, and I come up with a roll and you rolled and we went with it. You know what I mean? That's what the movies are for. Not trying to use the movies against the rule set because it was like, well, actually, I didn't hear what I wanted to hear out of the rule set, or UGM. They did this in the movie, why not? No, let's not do that. Anyway, fire. You may fire when ready.
I rolled to 29.
Dude stands up. He wanted to see what happened to his friend. Stands up in the stirrups. You know, oh shit. 26 points of damage.
And 26 points of damage.
Oh, these guys are so fired if they survive this. Punk. All right. Anything else, sir?
Aim and shoot.
You make him sit back down, I'll tell you that. Basically what I thought I would go with is, for fairness of the encounter, yeah, Shock Trooper has like 21 or whatever. It's like, if the car has 60, probably give these guys like 30. I'm like, 25. Yeah, I just thought I had 25, and you guys are like 26, 29. I'm like, fuck, I should have went with the 30.
Well, if you went 30, then I'd mention condition track.
And the episode would never end. I'm surprised our fan base is expanding and not shrinking since you and I started this.
Anyway, poor Jeff, the tortured DM.
Oh, me? No. I have 6.
Don't feel bad for me. Feel bad for the stormtroopers.
No, dude. Trust me. Like when we finish Dawn of Defiance, if we play again, then I will have learned the rules. Yeah, it took me 20 levels, you know, and look into it, and then I'll be crafting and balancing and all that. But right now, we went raw, you know, kind of thing. I do get the comment of why I let you guys have like such free reign or whatever, but the most part of this is fun and just kind of like, oh, you know, see what pluses go against what pluses. I'm not that worried because I have more bad guys. I have 5 more books of bad guys. I'm good. Don't worry about me. But I am kind of. You did catch me tonight in the last episode kind of going, it really kind of seems like a lot of build up for like, you know, a couple plastic dudes. It didn't seem like, yeah. Anyway, don't worry. I'll get you in the skill challenges. Wait for those. Anything else, TLX?
No, I'm out of actions.
Okay.
As a free action,
Yeah.
my prime target is dead. Therefore, a new prime target must survive.
Your prime target's sitting down. I never said he was dead. You want to go over and do a medical check to confirm? Or you could just-
Well, okay. The antics of the feast say.
The antics. So what happens when your prime target meridian expires?
Expires. Because I have a ability called Keep It Going, can assign a new prime target
Okay.
upon the expiration of my current prime target.
Okay. And you want to do that?
Yes, please.
And who's your new prime target?
Next closest.
I think you should go for the biggest challenging
Sure.
target on the board, right?
Do it.
Okay, so we're gonna give this thing a green dot. Obviously, the only thing that
Bring
can
it,
stand
Merrick.
against.
Merrick
thing that
never
can stand
really
against-
trusted him. He's always had that feeling of replacement kind, you know.
The listening audience, Jeff tossed a green dot on TLXS.
Yeah.
And I dropped
We're
him in
gonna
the
have a
middle of the
throwdown.
board.
Just real clear, Jeff is so pro PvP.
I am not. I am
Oh,
not.
he loves
Faults
it.
there.
Yeah.
Sorry. So, new target being.
The walking platform to the closest west of the map,
Okay.
assuming north is the top.
Okay. Yep. So your new primary is the last piloted ATRT.
Right.
Got it. And
No, that's just, so they die. My reaction.
Well, you're next in the turn order, anyways.
All right. Well, let's,
yeah.
let's do something about that then.
And since it's a new round, I'd like to play back the tape. The vehicle he's targeting, not the pilot. Thank you. And what do you... I was waiting for one of you guys to go, the pilot, shut up. Merrick, what do you want to do?
Well, I would like to burst fire the pilot.
Even though the actual vehicle is your new primary?
And if you want to be pedantic to that extent, sure.
I checked twice, man. I asked you twice.
Ask-
When I'm targeting the
Oh.
vehicle.
Well, post, but sure, that's cool. That's
Okay. You gotta blow something up. Come on, the battle's almost over.
Things are going to go. So I would like to do a burst fire on the pilot, who is not my prime target,
Okay.
because it's his ride that is my prime target.
Okay. Well played. But I'm still... it's not the pilot.
No, I'm
So no
saying it
blows
loud
to the
so we
pilot.
all hear it.
Okay. Thought I could catch him tired, but hey. He's recovered.
No. It's so I will take.
It's a handicap shot. He's using the
brace.
4-iron.
So I get myself only a -3. Bam.
You're moving the prime target as a free action,
Yep.
Yes.
and you use your swifts to brace, and you fire, and
E-web. I don't have a E-web burst fire button, so negative.
you don't have an E-web fire button. Doug, can you get him one for Christmas?
Only if he's not if he's targeting me with no, I'm kidding.
I started
got on
giving.
my naughty list.
I can't promise anything to the new year, but I may have a reason to actually get my hands on Foundry, where we can customize. I want to know if you can customize sheets or whatever and move our Star Wars game to Foundry.
Mm-hmm.
Because if we could customize the sheets and stuff, it might be worth the cost.
So an attack of 18.
Where's my trooper? Yes.
All right. So I need to roll 2 more d12s.
Okay. Do you really need to?
Yeah, because I burst fired.
Oh.
It happens.
Go ahead. Yeah, these things happen.
And re-roll one of them threes.
Yeah, I was thinking that. I was thinking that too.
That's such a so OP, man.
Hey, look at the 2 4s. Look at those tickle
That's a
bitties.
5. So 2 more top. So that's 19 plus 8. That's 27.
29.
Hmm?
29 total.
Oh, thank you. All right, I'm like a.
So he laser scopes like a primary system on the machine, and the driver sees it like he's gonna take down my ride, and then right in the head. Just smokes this guy.
He's got the red dot in his offhand.
Yeah, I know. I just Dunk. And you vape him.
All right.
Oldest trick in the book.
Yeah, don't ask me why, but I it's like a crazy old uncle. I think your Damphir would make a great Star Wars character, like some crazy near human. You just walk around. You got like some glass slipper of a ship or whatever, and just land and act like this over the top ancient noble, like the uber noble. I've come to visit my galaxy system, which I purchased when I was 400 years old. You know, what? He just acts like he owns the place. Palpatine,
what
such
if
a
Merrick's
child.
actually a vampire, and that's where that accent's been coming from the whole time?
That's funny. He's never smiled in his life.
That's why he's in the armor. He can't be exposed to direct sunlight.
Sorry, Lef.
Well, moving off to the side of the side of the roof so that I can actually see what's going on, and moving up a little bit.
Yeah, the only guy to take damage
then
and
I
take this
noticed that-
fight seriously.
Oh. Okay, well, things seem to be mostly handled. Oh, look, there happens to be someone just hanging out in the middle of the death box. I will target the lone trooper that is without without ATRT.
Tim.
I do think that is the top half of a trooper.
Oh.
I mean, he isn't at the moment marked as dead, so...
Fair enough, roll it.
And stay down.
That is a 25 to hit with 15 points of damage.
Nice hit.
Death box, it's labeled now.
But he doesn't get his dex bonus to his reflex defense.
So the impact of the blaster makes the body shudder, and it continues not to move. Nice shooting, Tex. But at least he's being thorough, and he's not metagaming, so... There is a certain amount of meta you can... Because you guys are on open comms. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I mean, I am completely focused, flying around in my TIE Bomber or my A-Wing, and you constantly hear your wingman going, "Got one! Finished him! He's on me! He got one! Yeah. Deal with your own shit. I'm over here." Yeah, like... it's like...
Pull up, Porkins!
Yeah, exactly.
He's got me!
Oh, sorry, I guess it wasn't clear to me whether we specifically described it as the top half of the stormtrooper flying into the death box.
We didn't, but it was a great
Last I heard officially, it was the trooper flies in.
Essentially,
Or
this was
gets
a...
thrown in.
Yeah.
That's okay. The battle's over. You want to have some fun?
You know
left
when they
to-
say, you know when the rich people say pull? That's kind of what you just did. You're like, pull!
Don't say that too
like,
loud. Skill will start throwing him about again.
So Skill will, after lifting up Leth, will turn around and like bring the gun up.
Yeah, we're kind of out of dudes. So Skill, it gets quiet all of a sudden.
And Spectre hadn't even gotten into position yet. She's still stealthing.
I forgot how efficient you all were. Okay then. I'll just holster my blaster and get up.
She's helping the Nazarene and Sartok, get people. She's on hand, but not in frame, so that we, like you guys need any more help.
Yeah.
I'm not gonna puppets. Like, could you please play
So,
the player, the player 8 who didn't show up tonight? We really need them. No, I don't think so.
We always do. We always do.
Now, the AC Troopers, you notice how I played Jay when he wasn't here, and I played because that was a tough fight, and I knew it was going to be pretty tough.
That was a really tough fight.
That was not that tough area.
I almost died. Skill almost died.
Yeah. Okay,
I
so
think Jay took a couple good hits too.
That's supposed to be every fight. Seat of your pants, knock us down, get back up. Like, that's a good fight, man. Anyway,
that was intense.
I'm not going to debate how much
bugged out.
cake.
We're
the cake
saying
is real.
it was a great fight.
This,
finally.
You're right. I don't think they were intending us on just yeeting the pilots.
There's
So-
lots
I mean,
of
but
adventure
having
left.
said
I'm,
that,
I'm going to give it
There's
to
a
you.
lot of checkpoints, guys. This one,
There's
the
ways that
youngest
we could have
checkpoint.
approached that as
We just roll
well,
out and
and
it's
like
see,
No, it's
look
not-
how easy that was.
You know
if we
what
didn't
sold,
really,
what
like,
sold me?
that-
about it.
As much grief as I've been giving Aiden and Doug lately, the fact that you look up a vehicle and it says, and here's the cover bonus to the pilot. Yes, these 2 pieces of grass, 1, 2, plus 2, there they are, but it's official. Okay, I aim. In the wind. Okay, that's grass is gone now. Anyway, Skeel, what do you want to do? The street,
like
the
I
street
said,
goes quiet.
I lifted up left, kind of watching our backs, turned around to lay the gun across the hood of the speeder. It's like, oh.
Okay.
So, I just
just gotta stand up, holster my gun. Well, okay.
okay.
That
'cause
is how you do guerrilla warfare.
Well, I figured before we drop out of rounds, it'd be like dibs. I've made Skeel like bolt across the screen to try and jump on some kind of
No piloting my character. Thank you very much.
Get your filthy hands off my PC.
It's not as pretty as a speeder bike, but
It's not. It has legs. I'm not a
It's
big
with the
fan.
QQ.
Oh man, we need to get him.
It's
We
a
need to get him
chicken
like a pump cart.
Okay. So you guys signal Spectra the battle's over?
Yep. I think
Okay.
we should turn the walkers over to the Nazarene.
Mm-hmm. It's goes like no.
Honestly, it's probably going to be a better use of it. We don't need the extra firepower.
Just to show you what a good sport I am, right? Did you want to take a couple of those mortars so that you guys literally had, explosives?
Explosives.
Yeah,
Yes.
because they have 12. They have 12
We'll
each.
take all of the mortars and give them the Nazarenes.
Well, you don't need 36 mortars. I just meant because then
No,
you're
I won't need
hamstringing
36
them.
mortars.
Need is a very interesting word,
Jeff.
Jeff.
Need?
You want to give the Nazarene proper weapons, and they will need,
we
the mortars. But I
They'll
just
need
meant
mortars.
I don't know, what would you need to bring down a wall? How much does a mortar do, right?
I don't know,
Actually,
how much does a mortar do?
Oh, funny you asked, Doug. They actually do
Mortar
3D
is good for building walls. I know that much.
3d6 in a 2 square burst, so it's not really that effective.
So we need 36 of them. I'm kidding. I'm just teasing.
Oh,
Yeah, no, I'm kind of like, anymore. Is that not even really worth your notice, man? Okay. Anyway,
We should take some just because, assuming we can make explosives or use them as
Yeah,
explosives, we will.
Take a half a dozen each,
Yeah.
Doug and Ryan.
I really hate when you do
almost think
that.
it would
Half a
be
dozen
kind of
each. Sorry,
worth-
I was sitting back.
I almost
I
wonder
know.
if it wouldn't be worth just outright leaving the wall and then telling the Nazarene, like, hey.
Yep, I don't want to
defend
tear the
this.
wall down.
Put them on this side, and
Yep.
now you have cover against
now it's an exclusion wall.
Like one of those bridge over the river quiet moments, or like, oh, very nice of the Nazis to build us this, and like,
No. I got you. I seen the stat charts for like countries have donated to Ukraine's war effort, and the country that's donated the most for the war effort has actually been Russia.
It's true. It's
Yep.
true. Ukraine has got so many weapons from.
I'm like, that's out of the cost of raw steel. How much they've donated?
So, actually, no. The Nazarene would want to dismantle the wall, and they would disperse these units separately. Again, like one with every unit. Like they wouldn't have the 3 of them together. You could lose them too easily, right? But they thank you. They take the gear. You guys can throw some mortars on your gear that you can turn into. Actually, if Merrick has that ability, did you change your ability to make explosives out of anything?
I did.
Okay. Do you have an ability to enhance explosives?
I used to.
Are you the same Merrick that we? Oh,
Yeah, no, because there was two Merrics at one point. There was a Merrick who did explosives, a Merrick who did auto fire, and there was one of two that could go the path.
one personality dominated the other, and now we
Yeah,
just
it was
have...
either auto fire or explosives, and I think we all know which one won in the end of the day.
All right. Well, on that note, we will see you all next time as Merrick has an identity crisis.
Had.
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 Could have one.
Past tense, it was,
Hey,
there was a battle. It
guys.
was one.
Congratulations on a battle not taking 2 episodes. Huh?
Yeah.
There you go.
Really
That's
taking
pretty
any
rough.
damage.
I mean, it is
Yeah.
kind of nice to run into an easy fight every once in a while. It means we've worked hard.
Oh, fuck you.
I keep it forced to myself. Up because the Emperor ruined it for everyone else. We gotta find a place to hide. Guess we're going underground now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Gotta make it out to thee. Gonna reason with the senators, try to make it better now. But somewhere out there's gotta be free. I guess we'll head to Alderaan now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. We should fight a war for peace. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. Resurrect the Jedi, bring the Emperor down to his knees. The Sith mean nothing to me. I should strike them all down now. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. There'll be no acquittal for the Sith who killed the little Padawan. He is my enemy.
Is he coming? 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 Is he coming back?
Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks, and I'm gonna keep on going till the galaxy is fixed now. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. I've been rocking it since order 66 now. The force is strong and I feel it still. Ooh, I'm a rebel just for kicks now. What the Emperor say, order 66 now. But the force is strong and I feel it still. Cause the force is strong and I feel it still.